And we up and running. And we up and running. What's going on, everybody? You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Feeling energized and strong. This is the block. Listen, this is the block coming from the original block. You can find the older videos on Brianna's channel. Okay, I'll give you the link on that. Maybe in the description a little later, right? How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
Yeah, I got some time. Getting it together right now. I hope you see what the title of this thing is. Actually, it's Everybody Hates Jay. And that's not to be funny or to be disrespectful, nothing like that. But we're going to peel this apart, especially with the new controversy about him having the final say in whether the great and allegedly, for many people, the GOAT, arguably, you know what I'm saying? In many people's minds, Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? We can clap it up for Lil Wayne, of course. Clap it up for Lil Wayne. Who am I to say anything of this? I'm True Omega Sun 88. I'm just a observer of the parties at hand. You can call me a hip-hop enthusiast. I'm just a fan like yourself. Breaking things down. I got one of my favorite MCs joints on right now, boys. The Sean Price from Inshallah. Gotta give that a round of applause. All right, Paul. I was out and about. Feeling pretty good, of course. And one more thing.
I know I'm coming.
That's right.
They know I'm coming.
That's right.
I know they gonna be there.
Yes, sir.
And they know I'm gonna do the best job I can possibly do.
Yes, sir. And that's that. Now, we're gonna get into what people are ticked off about Jay-Z, but it wasn't just at this time. You know what I'm saying? As you go through his career, you'll find out, where a lot of this animosity picks up. Definitely, see what the moves he's making. Let's not forget, right? Let's not forget. This is, it's been 28 years that we lost Tupac, you know what I'm saying? And rest his soul. It's interesting, remember it's the 6-day, the 6-day event. Got shot on the 6th, passed away on the 13th, 7-day theory. And of course, there's a lot of controversy and a lot of questions and things of that coming into fruition. As the story goes on, more things are coming to light. Okay. And, he had his angst with, some strong words, harsh words with Jay as well. And is it a thing of, level of success, the competitiveness when you're on the top of your game? Or it's just like, sometimes personalities just don't mix? Or is there circumstances around it? We're going to get you all together. You're going to get me all together, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Get it right with a great conversation. I want you to pick up the things that I'm, basically showing and displaying. If you have any information or any tips, make sure you leave it in the comments so I'll be able to see them. And let's start the show first. It's the intro, as we do.
Right now, we on the block, man. I need some in the headphones.
Absolutely fabulous. Absolutely funky, fly, dope, whatever, fresh, vainglorious. Yes, we're getting busy right now. Yeah. Hope you like the little montage that's going on. Salute to UM. We're going to cover the topic of Jigga Man, okay? This is what we're going to talk. We're going to talk about the hate for Jigga Man. The brother who started in the late 80s with the Jazzo. Jazzo straight out of Marcy Projects in Brooklyn, New York. You know what I'm saying? Got his thing together with Hawaii and Sophie, featuring on that track, as well as the originators, where you really start to see the style of Jay-Z. And it's like, okay, what does this have to do with everything that's going on here? Inch by inch, growth spurt by growth spurt, the brother's been getting shade, hated, whatever you want to call it. It's a lot of shade tree stuff going on in here. What's going on here? What the? Let me show what this is. Goodness gracious, when you're getting trolled, right? You're getting trolled. Don't let it take you off your A game. But this is what you get the troll, right? You're nuts. Seek help. Let's do this first. I don't know if you know. And we're going to, because this is a part of the whole hate, right? The whole hate. And what they did, salute. Bundles in the building, you know what I'm saying? Give them fire. I'm not going to keep doing that, though. Nah. But I love to see you in there. That's what's up. The first part was this thing right here, the Book of Whole. It's like, what? Okay. We're going to show you the wrapped library. Okay? The success level is usually what really bends people out of shape. And this was been going on since the early 90s with Jigga. What does that have to do with today? Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I want to see what's in the comments right now. Oh, goodness gracious. Who's this? I'm not doing this. Get that one. There you go. You feel better now? You feel better. I know you do. Everybody hates Jay, and now we have Nicki Minaj, great artist, great entertainer. I mean, she put her dues in. Got to give her respect, right? We're going to give people, the props where props are given, her success level. It's a story to this. You know what I'm saying? You also got jewelry. Would they make it back that? Just that. With the bride and you know what I'm saying? You got jewelry and no stuff. Young Money and no stuff. You see the connections, right? You see the connections. And you got Baby Birdman. Baby to the Birdman. Salute to him. Put it down. And a legend. Now, I wouldn't say they have animosity, but that's not none of my business. So I don't really know how anybody feels until they really fully express their opinions. This is just the way it is, And what we have here is kind of like a standoff. It's kind of like a standoff. We've seen the position that Jay has been put in when it came to Def Jam. I don't know if people remember that. And people remember when he got, the presidency of Def Jam. We're kind of like in that situation right now. We're not even talking about the Nets. The Nets was something totally different. And what is propped up is to say that Jigga has the final say in these situations. And I'm not here to exonerate him or anything like that. Not defend him. Got lawyers for that. Salute to the lawyers. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the lawyers. I see Twitter fingers up in here. You know what I'm saying? Salute to the Twitter fingers, too. Yeah. But for the most part, you had a lot of shade and animosity that was in the Def Jam deal when you went over there. And the first thing, this is when Rest of Soul DMX was alive. And they got the call, like, inmates running the yard. Inmates running the prison now. Sounds good. Sounds good at first. And he thought, after that, what? People was going to get $3 a record, $2 million per diems? No, it can't work like that and have a functioning business. What was done was for Jay, and I ain't gonna front. For a while, that's why I felt salty about it. I didn't really know why that happened. And I was thinking the same thing. Oh man, give more power to artists and things of that nature. He actually did, but also didn't. And this is the quote unquote shadiness people feel that's coming from him. The way he'll move at certain times. Of course, his best interest is self-interest. Self-preservation, is the first step. And then, maybe a liquidation here, maybe a little, little look here. Because you can't say that these people didn't control their own destinies as well. You can't. This is how we get to this point right here. Let's go. Even in the streets coming up as Jay-Z, everybody, look when Pain in the Ass says, so pause. Pain was like, everybody disrespected Jay-Z, but he's on top. You know what I'm saying? And, you want to call, get a feature, smoke bud with him, something, whatever. Everything goes through this guy. No. But that's what it seems. And when you're on top of the game, heavy is the head that wear the crowns. Let's get into how deep this is. Did it without a pen. I don't know if you can see this. Let me do this on the big screen. Then we're gonna go into a clip. Semi-big screen. What are you doing here? Let me see. Oh Lord, this one right here. I'm gonna block you one day. Keep it going. Oh goodness. Another one. Wait. You damn well know you need help. Get out of here. Get out. Okay. Did it without a pen. Book of Hove. It is astonishing that Jay-Z's majestic poetry, the range of historical and cultural references, his carefully calculated metaphors, his deeply clever triple entendres, his alluring alliterations, his nimble yet complex wordplay, his effortless signifying, his compelling portrait of struggle and triumph, his extended social analysis is achieved without writing down a single word. This oral tradition traces back to the ancient civilizations that sought to transmit knowledge and impart information by stimulating memory and keeping precious features of cultures alive. Jay-Z has managed to do all of that while pairing what he says with rhymes beyond the natural music of language. You want to understand the epic nature of Jay-Z's poetry? Imagine Homer with a backbeat. You want a picture of how Jay-Z can make words sing? Imagine Robert Frost reciting verse over a drum machine. Jay-Z always understood that melodies must move the body. They are to motivate the mind. The technology and instruments of musical creation are highlighted in the art of a poet who link lyrics to loops. But this modern master of rhyme has mastered the art of owning his own master recordings while archiving a musical legacy that reflects his unique hold to the culture. His is the ultimate paradox. Thinkers for generations will write about how Jay-Z gained poetic and musical immortality without using paper or pen. Now, when it came to that, when people found out that he's not writing down anything, he's not, writing down nothing, he's just in here mumbling, just where the Rain Man thing came in. And he was successful at it, though it does take, little time in your studio. If you don't got enough money in your budget to secure that time, imagine how scary that could be. Yet, he was able to be successful, and it got so great at it that it was effortless, as the book says. There's a lot of embellishing there, but it's on point. Could that be why certain people, it was like, kind of, I want to say, envious? You know what I'm saying? A tad bit. Like, the man broke the gift. He got the gift and flipped it. Call himself Lucky Lefty. flipped it, you know what I'm saying, into a form that other people wind up duplicating in their own, great ways of creating music, pulling back from memories they may have had. And it is, when they say ancient civilizations, it was part of the griot nature. This is what the emceeing element is about, along with the other four elements. Some say 6 elements. And he understood that. He understood that early when he was working with Jazzo. Okay? Think about the time we was in. It's very important. And when your peers get to a certain level, and then boom, now we in somewhere where it's professional and it's a contact sport. You got to be a different way. You got to be a different Jay-Z. Right? This is not his early picture. This is like right around, I want to say, a little bit after the blueprint. You know what I'm saying? I don't know for sure. I don't know these. I don't take these pictures. We get them out. I don't know what I'm doing. Just another talking head. But that's when, I'm a mathematician about my math. That level right there. One of the earliest people to have one of the first Pathfinders. Of course, you see the Lex, and he had it right outside the museum if anybody was able to see it. And imagine getting to that level with the respect on the street, as well as, attaining a level of respect and success in the music industry. You have a lot of people gunning for you. 50 Cent talked about this, here and there. Actually, 50 Cent talks about it a lot. Salute to 50. Salute to that. And, not to mix match all the stuff, but even he has, garnered a lot of that animosity and, disdain. Who's this? Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm not, that's going to happen. It's part of the territory. But when does it get to a point where, the saltiness rises so much that you don't even, credit? Well, they do credit. Where it gets to the point where you dismiss the success from his efforts, but just by his connections. That's the key. We're knowing him for getting to these mega $1 million deals. I'm going to tie this all up, trust me. We know him from getting these mega $1 million deals from the people that he may be connected with. But what gives you the acumen to even say, that's the deal for me? It doesn't work for everybody. It definitely doesn't. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see one person that he helped out, if you can. Just follow him, just walk with me real quick. Walk with me real quick so I can break it up a little bit.
Start getting indicted and things start happening. Def Jam didn't pick up the phone. That's not no cap. Only person called me was Jay-Z. He said, "You need to come talk to me." I was like, hell yeah. So I flew to New York. I went to his office and I sat in his office in Rock Nation and we sat and we had a real conversation.
Yeah.
And I just felt the sense of like comfort because I'm like, he like, yo, you got it, whatever it is, I don't want to know. He's saying that, like, but this is how you got to go about it. And for me, it's just like, I wasn't the best version of myself into the recession because everything before that, I was deeply depressed, paranoid, you know what I'm saying? Didn't trust anybody around me. I had so much trauma and turmoil going on because I was that kid that was told, be tough, and these business rules. So I didn't even know how to talk to people, bro. I didn't even know how to connect. Like, it was like a weird disconnect. I'll never forget, like, when people start getting indicted and things start happening.
Okay. That was from the homie Jeezy. It can be found on the whole interview from $1 Million Worth of Game. Salute to them. Doing good things. And that's not the, because everybody goes through this. Everybody goes through this. And hopefully you would find someone that can understand enough to even care and that business and that industry. And Jigga Man was one of them. That's not the only person he helped. Of course, you know a couple more stories, right? Like I said, this is not to, defend him in any way, but to just say that he's the I would say the red herring to a lot of the missteps and miscommunication going on. I don't think is really right. You know what I mean? And it sets up that one man at the top calls the shot type of mentality. But you as the young artist right now, especially in this time, has just as good as a shot as anybody else. And just it's a matter of you getting in the right rooms, having the right discussions, you know, just moving and shaking enough where your community grows. And I can name a couple of people who's doing that right now. Boss Mandilo, and a lot of people may not like his music, but he's moving. He's moving. 38 Special. You probably don't hear a lot about him. Big community, moving. Rock Marciano, big community, moving. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just a couple of people. If you look at the tweets from Nicki Minaj and Birdman, well, not so much Birdman. Birdman and Jay Electronica is going back and forth, and I can get it. And I could dig it. Hold on. What's going on here? Nah, champ, I don't see your comments, okay? Whoever got the private chat on. Try to, yeah, okay. So there's a lot of that going on. Jay Electronica is going to ride. And his angle is about basically, we talk all this hard stuff, but we don't go after those major distributors that actually have the music on a lock. The major distributors and the major corporations that have, almost everybody's work on a lock. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't give the artist anything. I was going to say something, but they don't even give it anything. Sometimes not even consideration of being an artist. You know what I'm saying? Here's your little per diem. Here's your little advance. You got to recoup that. You know what I'm saying? Here's your name. Your name is out there. You're bubbling. We already know about the streaming farms. We already know about all this other stuff. You know what I mean? And wait for your next quote unquote flop to put you in the back burner. Never coming out again records. But also as entertainers, the onus is on self. Self-reliance is lost. Back in the days, you would have, the different other imprints, Rap a Lot, Suave House, Cash Money, No Limit, Raucous, dozens of, hundreds even of people owning their own stuff. Death Row. And we call these names out to celebrate. Gave many people opportunity to take their families to the next level. But is it always on one person? Is it always on one? And to tell you the truth, Jigga is not my favorite artist. He's dope. Don't get it twisted. It's GOAT level. You know what I'm saying? And I mentioned people like LL and Pharoah Monch, oh my goodness. As lyricists. You know what I'm saying? But with hit making, you got Jay. Hit making. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff that is universal wherever you go, in as far as, where it's really moving, great atmosphere, upscale, all that. You got lyrics that can help you grow. I'm only giving you advice for $9.99. I was just listening to the 444 album. Great mature music. Great sound. Mature music and sound. This is what artists grow into. I'm getting to it. I know you're late. I know you're waiting to hear what I'm going to say about Wayne, especially as being a GOAT. But he did put in a lot of work. But just like anything, when you're missing for a certain time and you're refining and rebuilding and reshaping and trying to get and he doesn't really have to, but he does. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much out here that you really gotta regain your footing. And the one that has the momentum right now is Kendrick Lamar. What do you think? I gotta get this person off. I'm gonna block you. Where's this? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Because you's a nut. You's a whole nut. There's nothing but a nut. But that's where we are now. And it's not what it said that there's a committee that's actually designated to find out, which artists would be suitable from that city, in the city, to perform and represent the city in the Super Bowl. I don't think anybody got on the phone and called anyone. What? And called anyone. It's lovely.
Boy, you shaking like a stripper. Tighten up.
Get on the phone and call somebody and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be an NO this year. You know what I'm saying? We got, a lot of artists over here. You think we could put something together? Hot Boys just did the Essence Festival, which was great. BG's home. Salute to that brother. You know what I'm saying? Had Juvie out there. Bird, Manny Fresh, the big timers, if you don't know. And Wayne was there. Come on now, what are you going to do? Salute to Turk. I salute everybody. It's the whole Hot Boy, but Turk wasn't there. I don't know what's going on. Nobody knows what's going on. It's none of our business. That's when you make the call. So it's nobody's business, but we put out for the audience. All they had to do was call what Bleak would say, the big homie, right? Let's see what Wayne had to say. Like I said, I don't want to dig too much into the disdain of where Nicki Minaj was coming from. I get it. She's loyal and she's protecting her people. You know what I'm saying? It was a little vicious. It's a little kind of vicious, calling people out their name. There's another guy, the Bubba dude, comedian guy, a little vicious. How you think dude's going to take that? How you think? He may not say it. If you know who this person is, he's not going to say it. He's not going to say it. He's going to let you dig a hole, bury yourself. He did a song about it. Let's go. This is from the good homie. Hopefully I can get this right. Weezy F Baby. Please save the baby. Can I get it? Yikes. Give me 1 second. What's up? Okay, I know what I gotta do. Hold on. Know what I gotta do. And if you can, guys, if you like what's going on right now, please hit the like button. If you haven't heard anything before, you can subscribe right away. Hope you can hear this. I'm going to play it. Okay, what's going on? Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this out of here. What's this? Oh my God. Okay. Lil Wayne reacts to not being chosen as the New Orleans Super Bowl halftime performer. Okay. September 7th, Kendrick Lamar announced via social media that he would perform during the Super Bowl. I ain't do all that. What was that? Now, halftime show on February 9th, 2025. I don't got no time for that. Since the announcement, many fans have been considering the Super Bowl is being hosted in New Orleans, which is the home of Lil Wayne. It's only right, right? I think it was only right. Let's see what we got here. Come on. Do you hear it? Oh, here. Okay. What's the next one? I'm going to go to the comments real quick. Okay. I don't want to say that first one, but you might be right. Salute, salute, salute. Hey, this is straight off this, the shade room. You know, shouts to the shade room. Goodness gracious. People, gotta love it. Higher than the kite. Meanwhile, there's just, shout to Shaka Bars, man. Shaka Bars, man. So, wonderful channel if you want to go to that. A lot of good information. Architect, great MC, great artist. Yeah. Says blame Drake. You alright though. All right. Lexi Jones. Now, I've heard this as part of the top conversation starters of this type of situation. Honestly, what songs that are family friendly could he perform? That would be enough for a halftime show. All right, got to get the context right. What? And I don't listen. I like Wayne as an artist. Okay, I'm not a fan, but I like him as an artist. Seen him perform 50th Mass Appeal. Great energy. He definitely brings the house down. No problem. Okay. And you know, people have their oh goodness. People have their opinions out in the internet. So you better understand that. I don't know what the hell is that. Okay. And you know, some people congratulating K Dot. I mean, look, he did a stellar move, and it multiplied his platform. I'll say 50 times over. And he has the momentum, and he has the body of work, which is interesting. You know, because you know Wayne has a compelling catalog. But like the lady was saying, do you consider his catalog family friendly? Family friendly. And remember when Jay-Z took the title to help curate the music of the Super Bowl, it doesn't necessarily say we're going to take an artist that's a hip hop artist, from their area and put them in there like that. It doesn't say that. And it also doesn't say just because we have a headliner that some supporting guests or some local guests that may be universal legends to the world can't come on stage or, do their 1-2. Matter of fact, do you get paid to do the Super Bowl? Anybody know? Do you get paid to do the Super Bowl? Let's go into a couple. He could have taken this dime to congratulate Kendrick, but he chose to make it about himself. Jamel, CEO. Stop saying New Orleans people didn't want this. Yes, the F we did. If you're not from New Orleans, don't speak for us. I get it. See? And look, Nola's gonna go. They're gonna go deep, man. They're gonna go for their peoples. Kenny's still performing, so we gotta wrap this up. Remember to wrap it up from Dave Chappelle. Wrap it up, B.
No. Come on, man.
Wrap it up, B. Okay. Just to give you a glimpse of what's going on there. I don't have any dog in this fight. Wayne is a super. See? Wayne is dope, man. He's dope. Don't get it twisted. Freestyles. I remember that. All right, I said, we can't do too much. Can't get too funky with them. I just wanted to show you that much. And yeah, man, come on now. Okay, what else? Hustle's music, how to joint. And I'm not going to do that. At the end of the day, it's not Jay's call all the way. Now, he can, makes a couple of calls. But after you get called, out of your name so many times, do you even want to do that? Do you even want to do that? Do you even want to say, like, this chick right here? Yo, what is wrong with you? Do you even want to do that? Oh, God. God, first of all, you got the young lady going off the handle at the fella. Going off the rails. Nah, you dead wrong. You should have chose Wayne. He's the GOAT. And like I said, again, that's what you do as a friend. Can't knock it. What about the other guy? Where all this basically culminates from. Where all this originates from. Your man, Drizzy, which is good. And to rather say nothing, you know what I'm saying, not to rock the boat and plan your next attack. I get it. If you do have a next attack. I don't know. A lot of suspense there. A lot of freaking suspense. Yeah. But some things is best to let it ride. And then see what goes on. But you hear the sentiments that Wayne said. He feels, kind of heartbroken. But he mans up. He puts accountability on himself. You know what I'm saying? And he thanks his fans, which is great. He said, I ain't crap, and I know I ain't crap because you helped me be special in his own way. He said it like that. He's a humble guy at times, but then there's times when he's not. We've seen the clips. And the quote unquote big homie helped him out of jam. Not getting, that's why everybody hates Jay. And he'll give a lifeline. You know what I'm saying? Give you the shot. One of my favorite MCs is Beanie Siegel. And they had a falling out, him and Jay. You know, it was almost as similar as 50 and Buck. But what was going on is that you get a person, a talent that is so street that they don't know how to take their foot out. And, you know, one of the things was the manipulating tactics of a couple of other parties. You know what I'm saying? They say, oh, you know, you get a better run over here and stuff like that, you know. And Beanie Siegel was one of those guys that are loyal to a fault. To a fault. But when he, you know, Pisces energy, you know, we're there all the time, but when we're not there, we're gone. And that's a mental thing. Then it turns physical, you know, then it's like a spiritual thing, right? If you want to believe in that, I don't, you know, consider it the way. But that's the prevailing pattern of people around that time. Anyway, he felt the way when Jay-Z said, you know, there's clips about it. And no, I'm not going to be responsible for him. I can't be. He got too much going on. He's in these streets for real. What grown man can actually say that with an honest tongue? Now, the propensity of the street mind is saying, "Oh, that's your dog. Just say it. Just say, yeah, I'll take care of him." Then what you get hit with? If, you know, you don't know. Because it's not like, you know, homeboy can stop immediately what he's doing and then everybody else is going to stop. Everybody else on go mode. You know what I'm saying? And now you're stuck with the bill. And when I say stuck with the bill, I don't mean anything monetary. You're stuck with the actions that somebody else would have to take because you said you would be in care of them in a perilous situation when it could come down to life or death. So, you know, after a while, you had to sort it out, Beans that is, and say, nah, yeah, you know, he was kind of right. What was the thing that, you know, and he came out with 2 joint. Average Cat was crazy. The Average Cat song was dope. I ain't gonna front. Beans had a couple of diss tracks that was like, what? Who set this boy off? Who set this brother off? Beans and Jadakiss? Oh, man. Sick. Anyway, he had to come to, you know, to the humble agreement, you know, between him and his maker and, you know, get mature minded and say, no, yeah, I was incorrect to even think that way. But in the street, that's what you think. You're looking for lifelines. What's going to keep me out this, you know what I'm saying, the who's cat. You're thinking of anything you can, you know, without, you know, folding. What's going to get me out this who's cat? Let me get me out this position. And it soured their relations for a while, and then they, you know, got it clicking again. But Jay, on the strength of just finding him, knowing he was a talent, put him on, like, yo, this that's some stand-up stuff. How many people do you know do that on a constant? Jay and Cam. Shouts to Cameron. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Mace. Both competitors, peers of the Jigga Man. And they had their falling outs. You can follow the drip. And you can see the case of it. You know what I'm saying? Mace and him, that's why I imagine every play was made. Mace with the Harlem World joint. Was it double up? He had a couple of joints throwing shots. This is what they did. This is, you know, this is a contact sport for those that had lyricism on the slide It was about slick fly talk, and you basically either have to run to the magazines or get it word of mouth, barbershop talk, or listen to the product to understand who was talking about who, who's maneuvering like that, who really got the money like that, got the bread. You know what I'm saying? And to tell you 110% truth, I wasn't really a fan like Jay like that. I really wasn't for a while. Now you can say I was a backpack person or something like that. No, I listen like, Twister, UGK. I listen to things in other places. I'm an MOP fan. I'm like, oh, yeah, fan, like straight up. You know what I'm saying? I was liking everything boot camp was doing. Brooklyn definitely official in the house. AZ definitely official in the house. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that's what I like. And to hear, the people were slanting against Jay after a while, I was like, okay, let me listen to this guy's music all the way. I did get Reasonable Doubt. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get anything else but singles for a while. And, of course, I'm just running into stuff. But you can actually hear the evolution of this artist. Go to from originators to Can I Get Open? You know it. Original Flavor with Ski. And he had the first dude, and then they had T Strong come in. Shouts out to them. Is that BX? Call, can I? Remember the question now. When I whip it, can I get it, acquit it? Over the night, did it? Man, Jay was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to get Cameron coming out of Harlem, 139, Children of the Corn with Miss, you know what I'm saying, Rest in Peace, Bloodshed, and Herb McGruff. And him and Dame going up there, see Big L, pardon me. Big L, what am I doing? Oh, where you at? You're wilding, son. You're wilding. Okay, Children of the Corn. Big L, Cameron, Mace, Bloodshed. All right. Herb McGruff too, but that's the 139 Danger Zone. Big L was just phenomenal. Phenomenal from day one. People, when they hear Big L rhyme, it was like something special on the mic. Even though he was saying some wild stuff. Get me lynched for 10 cents. I was like, yo, wait a minute, hold up. This is before he got really refined and refined his style with Lord Finesse. And really, put it on, you know what I'm saying? And what's the other joint? If you got no money, you can't get no ass. If you got no cash, that one. Yeah, right before he got into Flamboyant and ENT, and then he did that album before his untimely demise. Big L was just, he had the same elevation that Big had from Ready to Die. Right before Ready to Die, when he was building with Pac, getting the secrets of the game and everything like that, then touring around, opening up for Big Daddy Kane, people blessing the mic, and he just elevated, then knowing how to write real, 12, 16 bars, knowing where the chorus goes, and then setting up the rhyme, then setting up the song structure so he can make a hot song, and then knowing what the East Coast want, what the West Coast want. This is all a process. And then from stop writing to start just memorizing and then flipping the lyrics, and you start to get into the zone, which is called flow rate. You get into the flow rate of just doing it, and it's like, boom, second nature. So that's Big, that's Jay, that's Wayne. And we're not going to mention the evolution of Wayne, maybe on another day. But Jay is the survivor of all of this. Him and Cam, like I said, bumping heads here and there, whoa, pause. But getting to the point where there's a lot of tension, and people come out the blue, ride for Cam. People come out the blue, ride for Jay. Then it got to Nas. Salute the freaking Nas, man. Salute the freaking Nas. The golden child. Finesse, keep a check 9 on the dresser, lyrical professor. Yo, Nas was just so smooth with it. So smooth with it. And like with somebody that walks in and just has that glow, that's time out. Nas is time out. Jay seen it. Oh, okay. New gun in town. How to stay relevant with the new gun? Kind of invite him in. Did the song as an homage to knowing I know what your skill set is like. You fly. I'm going to use that line, make it a hot song. And it's not a diss. At that time, it wasn't a diss. People was doing it already. I'm going to take a little bit of this and put it as an element in my rhyme or put in the element of the chorus and, showing that, I like your joint. That's how you get to see Ice Cube and Flavor Flav in How Can I Kill a Man video with Cypress Hill. That's how you get that. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you get mashups. This is how you get, the West Coast giving homage to the East Coast. Get your lazy butt off my couch with the sample of Rakim. Sitting on the couch with my feet up. It's beautiful. Interwoven of people that understand what the music was going and where we were at. Early 90s, going into mid 90s, then it started getting chaotic. New York was fighting for who would be number one. You didn't really hear anything from anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Unless you somebody that venture out, listen to Twister, listen to 8 Ball and MJG, salute to them. No, 8 Ball and MJG, man, they don't get enough credit. E40, you know what I'm saying? Listen to E40. Come on. Scarface. Face Mob. Everybody, keep your prayers up for Face Mob. He's going through it a little bit. He'll be back. Did it before, do it again. And I talked about him the last show. We're going to give Scarface all great energy. At least here. You know what I mean? But there were other MCs you didn't really, pay too much mind to unless you was really into MCing like that. Brother Jay from X Clan. Come on now. Whoa, that's not it. Get that. Brother Jay from X Clan. Now I mentioned Q. I mentioned Cypress Hills. There's just so many, like what you want me to go organized confusion. You know what I'm saying? We can go all night. Get to then we had a man called DMX come out of nowhere. Salute to X. I say all this to say you're gonna have your selective goats. Salute. You're gonna have your selected goats. From here to Albuquerque, from Albuquerque to Australia. You're gonna have them. You know what I'm saying? But then there's the success levels that take place that really bother some people. Because it's like, why? And I don't want to put no jealousy vibe on nobody either. I don't put no jealousy jacket, no envy jacket. But, they chip away at what you think. Let me see if I can find this. What do you think success is? Got me messed up right now. Hold up. I also got to switch the screen. Make sure you see what's going on. And if you can, if you like what you're seeing right now, make sure that you like, share, comment, all that good stuff. You see Jay-Z success. All right. And the hate, man. Oh, the hate. Got a whole song about it. Hold on, damn. Had a whole song about it. I can't play it. Sucks. What in the world? Here we go. Okay, I don't know if I can get it. Let's see right now. Oh, hell. The rain on the top is short like leprechauns as I cross over these thugs and rapper dons. Oh, they're not letting me show it. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. In the meantime, in between time, oh, yeah, they're not letting me get it. In the meantime, in between time, you gather you up. And a couple of people's great videos. Let's see if I can get you.
Beat up the good shit, she loving my stand. She a classy little bitch, but I think she a dance. She said she single and she need her skin. I'm ready, but baby, I pressure. She sweet sour like a cancer. Said her first name Pain, but she going by Angela. She just need a real man to handle it. In a canal like Panama. The way she work it, she mechanical. Girl, work your magic, I ain't mad at you. Girl, work your magic, I ain't mad at you. Girl, work your magic, I ain't mad at you. Girl, work your magic, I ain't mad at you. Look, girl, you know I'ma do my thing. Girl, you know that I'm not for the bling. Tell me, baby, why you deserve a ring? Why you bugging? I thought we a fling. Couple blunts and now you wanna clean. Got attention, she calling me ching. Killer cat, now I feel like a ching. Right hook, left hook, she got hit with a ming. Shake it, shit, girl, I love how you moving it. So fly, you can pass.
Man, salute to that brother right there. Tone Hope. I got more treats, man. When you get involved with the block, man, you're gonna find out a lot of treats, I have in store. Going to the second big video that I have. This awkward moment at the billionaire's brunch. I don't know if you remember this.
2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than...
Hold up. I want you to see his face with the mauve on. He had the mauve on.
Privileged position to learn a thing or two. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
He had the mauve on, kid. You see homeboy in the front though. Salute.
It's 2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. Yeah. The game has been elevated.
Jay scoping the whole crowd like, whoa, really? How long I got to be here? Social battery is on 25.
As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a Black billionaires lunch. Yeah. You understand? Right. And we here together, and we're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. That's right. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand.
Question: do you think these two had animosity? I don't think so, because Jay mentioned on 444 was better than 1 billionaire 2. But was he talking like? Let me stop. No, I don't want to put nothing in the air like that. But it's interesting. It's just interesting. Everybody,
You know what I'm saying? And united we stand, and ain't nothing else to us. Black excellence, right there. It's 2020, y'all.
Now, Just because you don't see anybody there that's relevant to the situation. Come on. I'll get that out of there. Get that out of there. Just because you don't see anybody there relevant to the situation that I'm talking about doesn't mean that they weren't there, right? But I'm sure that many people had enough money to, start early on the petitions. I'm sure people had enough connections and get on the phone and call. Hey, yo, player, I heard y'all about to do this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to get down with that. And maybe link up and merge two parties that haven't merged at all. How about No Limit, Cash Money, represent New Orleans? Come on, stop. Come on now. Come on. Am I the only one thinking like that? Am I the only one thinking like that? I'm the only one thinking like that. How large, how crazy that would be. Is this me? Is it just me? Damn it. Missing the mark. Missing the mark. And I said this last time. This is what Marlon Williams was talking about. So it's a phone call. We burn our bridges at times. We burn too many bridges to really move the needle. I would like one of them to be the next. I don't want to say the next Jimmy Iovine. Why can't one of them to be the next Jimmy Iovine? You know what I'm saying? There's a couple other names. I ain't naming them. If you don't know, you don't know. This is what he says about Jigga.
There's people like Jay-Z. You know what I mean? He helped me when I was really, really, really down.
Now, don't get this twisted. This is how brothers help each other. Stop. First of all, hold up. This is how brothers help each other. And he acknowledges them on stage like a real man should. He acknowledges them in the public, because that's a man right there. Don't take his words like people don't get down at times and they're going through something, and it takes a good brother or sister to pull them out. And this supersedes race. This is about helping people that you have admiration for and honor for. He respects this man's work. So why would he sit him out?
Really, really, really down. There's people like Swiss Beats that's gonna send me every beat he make and want me to rap on every single.
Like, yo, dog, get your mojo back. You can get this right. You got it in you. I'm not going to give up on you. And I'm not going to let you give up on you. I'm not going to let you give up on you. We got this.
One until I got my situation straight. He don't want me to talk about it, don't want me to tell nobody. Jay don't want me to tell nobody. That man.
You hear that? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on now. Home slice wasn't worth a phone call. It wasn't worth a phone call, huh? And it's not, like I said, it's not to be, facetious or nothing like that. It's not to be silly. It's not to be, taken away. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I admire the people that went to bat. But we got to stop that mess. It's a mess doing that. And we just thrive off the controversy and want to see people, in bad shape and stuff like that. Hold up. Did my screen, ever-loving screen freeze? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding. Okay, I'm not going to go too long, but I definitely want to leave with this. Right? We talk about success. We talk about, generational wealth, and we talk about, black excellence, as you just seen. But when people stop, and ignore the rules of engagement and the code of conduct that can actually lift our people up, it becomes a circus. And, then more people get shut out and less families get fed because of this bad blood and this uncompromising, this weak energy. And that's real. That's super real. And it's important that we break out of that, break the chains that keep us locked in that type of madness. Because it becomes unfortunate. What man have to say right here? And he was about it, involved, all that.
If a motherfucker see it as an asset or as a resource, we don't got no means to go get it. You know what I mean? Other than our little pistols and handguns, we got choppers and all that. These niggas got millions of dollars, institutions set up, like the LAPD, like the feds, like the FBI. All this is their army. And they army make it to where you can inflict your will. Meaning if a motherfucker don't want to do it from an agreement, you can come take it. If a nigga don't want to agree and do it verbally, well, you got an army to come enforce your will. So we that's what we lack. You know what I mean? We don't have no army that's going to come protect our natural resources because our shit is divided. You know what I'm saying? We don't even understand how we connected because, oh, you a blood, I'm from 60s, fuck you, or you from over, I'm from 60s, fuck you, or you from A-Tray, I'm from 60s, fuck you. And that's a fucked up mentality to have. But that's the culture of where we come from. To where, like, that's why my album is titled South Central State of Mind. Because we not, if
Salute to young Nip. Salute to young Nip. Bless your soul. Pardon the language. But what's the language without truth and facts? It ain't come weak with it. I'm glad y'all came. I'm really glad you came. I got a frozen camera. They're trying to do me dirty. But it's all right. It's all right. Can I just say it? Yeah, let's do this. Boom. Okay. Like I said, thank you for coming out. Glad you were able to hear some of the thoughts, maybe gain a new outlook on what this whole conspiracy thing is, or what's controversy, not conspiracy. So controversy is what it's really about. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could play some of the music. Success with him and Kanye, hate with him and Kanye. And it's interesting because him and Kanye got odds. I gave him 20 minutes. He gave me 20 minutes on his. Yo, Jay was telling you everything. And just make the call. Make the call. You may not like the person, right? But if we have some similarities that can get us to a point where we can be neutral about things, make the call. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It's not gonna hurt anything. Like, yo, before I jump out the window and hit 2 floors, I'm gonna make the call. Yo, you all right? Tell me what's up. Get it off your chest first. We can talk about it amicably. And if it is some sourness, you're like, listen, okay, I get where you're coming from. Responsibly, this is what I'm able to do. This is what I'm not able to do. If we got to part ways from there, we can do that. But I don't have any animosity to you. I hope you don't have anything for me. Can we do that? Because if not, the circus always looking for another clown. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Salute to you and yours. May you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And bless up. Don't stress up.
Right now we on the block.